Namaste. In this video, we will learn to calculate nominal effective exchange rate NEER and real effective exchange rate REER. So now let's start our tutorial. Since I am calculating NEER and REER for Nepal, so I'll be just using the trade data of India and the rest of the world as others, because about 1/3 of total trade of Nepal is with India. Similarly, for the case of CPI, I will be taking the CPI of Nepal, CPI of India, and the world CPI. World CPI will act as a proxy to the CPI of rest of the world. And the exchange rate, for exchange rate I have taken INR and USD. The data of trade is from the Nepal State Bank. The data of CPI is from World Bank, and the data of exchange rate is from the Nepal State Bank. And in this part, I will be doing, or I will be deriving the NER and RER from Arithmetic Approach. So now let's look at the formula for Arithmetic Approach. It's simple. NER equals to summation NERI times trade weight of country I. Since we have this data, first of all we will convert the exchange rate into direct quotation. So I will term it INR D and USD D. This means the direct quotation of this exchange rate. For direct quotation, I will simply divide 1 divided by the exchange rate, and I will copy it, and I will double click on it. This is the direct quotation. So now let me introduce our base year. The highlighted one is the base year. It's 2009 and 2010, and in base year all these index is 100. So now for NER, let's simply use the formula of NER. It is NER means 1 by EXC, which I have already done. It's the direct quotation for Indian exchange rate times trade weight plus USD direct quotation times others. Let's press OK. It's the NER. Let's merge this cell, and I am interested to calculate NER index. So to calculate NER index, my base year is 2009, 2010. So I will make this base year 100. I will do so by dividing this base by its own, and I will freeze this cell, and I will multiply it with 100. So my base year value is 100, and I will just drag it down, and I'll just drag it up. This is my NER index. NER index shows that as this index falls, the currency will devaluate. So now for RER, we will simply multiply our exchange rate with the price. So for RER we need RER, real exchange rate. Let's say it I and India. RER for rest of the world. Let's say it world. I will drag this formula and let's recall this formula. It's NER times price divided by price of foreign, that is in our case it's India, and let's double click on it. And for world we will do same, NER of world times price of Nepal divided by the price of world, and I will do it same for RER. I will repeat the same process and let's recall our formula. RER equals to RER times trade weight plus RER of world times its respective trade weight. Let's double click on it, and my concern is to create an index. So RER index, since my base year is 2009-10, so I will make this year's index value as 100. So I'll fill this cell and multiply it with 100. It will be 100, and I will simply drag it down. If I drag it down, then color will also change. So I will copy it. I will simply paste the formula. I will copy it. I'll paste it here and I will drag it up. This is the RER index. We calculate it with the help of these data. So now let's move towards the IMF approach. In IMF approach, we will use the geometric mean approach. So now for formula, this is the formula the IMF uses to calculate NER and RER. So now first of all we are interested to calculate NER. NER means we first need to calculate NER India and NER world. This is nothing but is the direct quotation, exchange rate direct. So now we will repeat the same process. We will divide 1 by the exchange rate and we will drag it. We will double click on it. Now we will create NER. NER. Here NER is the geometric average, so we will take the NER of India to the power its trade weight times NER of world to the power its trade weight. And I will double click on it. Since my base year is 2009 and 2010, let me highlight it. My base year is 2009-10, so I will make this value as 100, my basis value as 100, and I will simply copy it and paste it, copy it and paste it, and I will drag it up. This is NEER index. Let me show it to 2 decimal points. And to calculate RER, I will find the price index, or I will simply multiply the NER with the respective price ratios. For RER times I think it will be a bit confusion, so I will add a column here. First of all, I will be calculating P by this first. I'll calculate this first part so that it will be clear. P of F times I to the power trade weight of I means country I, it can be India and the rest of the world. Here P means domestic price, it is the price of Nepal. PF means price of foreign, and I means ith country. So now for S of Nepal, so I'll taking CPI of Nepal divided by CPI of India to the power its trade weight, and I'll be using geometric average, so times world CPI to the power trade weight, and this is the price correcting factor, and I will simply drag it down by double clicking on it, and I'm multiplying the nominal exchange rate with our price factor. Simply doing it, it's 100. Our calculation is 100% right. If it's not 100, then there is some mistake. This is the RER calculation approach by using the IMF approach. So in this tutorial we learned the two method, and this is the basic formula that IMF uses. So thank you, and the Excel file has been the link of the Excel file has been kept in the description, so you can download it.